I tell my boss I care for a disabled family member. Wife thinks it's for an easy out for stuff, but in reality, it's her. I have a remote job I work about 50 to 60 hours a week at. My boss has asked previously if I'm interested in attending conferences or team meetups, but my go-to response has always been that I'm the sole caregiver for a disabled family member, which makes travel plans difficult. This is not technically true, but was an easy enough excuse to not deal with travel arrangements during the height of COVID, and frankly, I interact with my coworkers so little I don't place much value on meeting them personally. I make good pay for which I'm very grateful, and live in an extremely low cost of living Midwest town. My wife hasn't worked in 4 years now, but our living expenses and few hobbies are cheap enough it's not been a huge strain, and I'm honestly happy I'm able to provide that life for someone I love, and I do love her. If the tables were turned, I'd have no problem being the home caretaker. I have however started to resent how much I have to do for her on a daily basis. I constantly have to bring her things/reach things for her throughout the day. We're the same height, but I'm in good shape and about 150 pounds, while she is nearly 400. She spends about 8 to 10 hours a day sitting on the couch watching renovation shows on her phone, but probably not a 15-minute window goes by that I'm not asked to bring her something, drinks, vape or phone charger she seems to always lose, blankets/delivery packages/etc. I'm constantly told how she plans to do X renovation, but in my head every time I just hear I'm going to sit on a stool and tell you what to do, which is exactly what happens when the rare burst of motivation gets her moving. Of course that motivation always seems to kick in at 4:45 right before I'm done with work for the day, so I can take care of it all, with some flippant comment about I just don't know where the time went today. If a mess happens, dog throws up, she spills a drink, knocks stuff over, I end up cleaning it up while hearing I was just about to take care of that 20 minutes later. My wife overheard me giving my excuse to my boss again last week and had a laugh about how I got away with a lie, but really as time goes on it feels like it's become the truth. My work responsibilities have recently expanded, so I've become more and more cognizant of the time I'm away from my work laptop doing 5-minute tasks for her. She's still my best friend, and I enjoy the leisure time we get to spend together, but more and more I feel more like a caretaker than a partner. Comment 1. I know you probably came here to vent, but I've got to say, if you want a future where you're more partner than caretaker, then you've got to address this. If you don't, you will kick yourself. You also have a part to play in enabling this. She, too, is equally culpable. It takes two, and by facilitating it you're giving away your future, and I feel from the way you've written this post that this is not the future you want. Comment 2, you're the husband on my 600-pound life, bringing his wife buckets of chicken and wiping her ass. It will get there if you continue. Go to therapy. You're getting something out of this. It's making you feel needed, like a hero. I suggest you start by doing the travel or not working from home. Every item you get for her is making her complacent and keeping her from burning any calories. You're making her fatter because you need to be needed. You clearly love your wife, but you're a big reason she's not getting better. Comment 3, you are enabling her, not helping her. I'd rent a cheap office space somewhere else, just to get out of the house and not have to cater to her constant demands. Tell her that she needs to get back to work, because the life without purpose and structure obviously isn't good for her, and she needs to see a doctor and a dietitian about weight loss or she'll, and you'll, have to live with all the resulting health issues, like diabetes, joint replacements, etc. And if she refuses to make changes, consider leaving or you'll be her nurse for the rest of her life.